Hello and welcome to Christmas Crafts 365. For the first craft of the new year, I'm going to be trying out my new metallic poscas on two different ornaments. And for the first one, I chose this dove. I got this dove last year after Christmas at Joann's. I was doing some after Christmas shopping and found these beautiful doves. And I chose the dove for the first ornament because they represent peace, love, and hope. And I thought this would be perfect for my metallic paint pens. Now, I've already used these before with a gold and silver. I just had two individual ones, but I got this large pack with lots of different colors. So just to start off, I played it safe and used my silver and gold, but I also picked out this really pretty blue. Now, if you've never used Posca pens, how you get them to start is I like to shake them up, and then you get a piece of paper and press down the tip to activate the paint, and once it starts coming out, it should be ready to go. Now, every now and then I do give it a little shake just to make sure that it's not too runny, and it worked perfectly. So one thing about metallic paint pens, they are a little bit more runny than the regular ones, but I really had very little problems with these whenever I was working on this dove ornament. Now, I had a sketch from last year that I just hadn't gotten around to making yet, and I had totally different colors picked out, but it helped me having a sketch because I pretty much knew exactly what I wanted to do. So using these three colors, I just added some really beautiful designs to it with some dots and some kind of like a teardrop shape and some spirals. And I was really just having a lot of fun doing different designs on the dove. Because this is my first time recording metallic paint pens, I wasn't sure how it would show up on the camera, and it does make them look very, very shiny and very bright, but in real life they are a little bit more muted and you actually can see the shininess better. So if you're thinking, oh, it doesn't show up very well, it's just because I had a really bright light above the camera making everything almost look washed out, and I do have better pictures that I'll show you of it in a little bit. But working on the tail, I just added some more of the same designs, repeating them so it looks cohesive. And I really loved making this. I thought it was really beautiful and really fun and just a perfect thing to try out my metallics, because when I think of doves, I think of a beautiful animal. And the metallics were so shiny, I just thought they matched really well. Now, this is where I kind of made a little mistake, and I could have easily edited this out, but I wanted to share with you that sometimes it stinks to make a mistake, but it's actually not the end of the world and it's pretty easy to fix it. So a couple of my designs kind of ran together, and I used a paper towel just to kind of absorb the moisture of the paint pen, and then applying a few little coats of white paint to cover that up. It was really easy to fix. And here are the four finished doves. I really love these. I think they're really beautiful, and I also have an image of it on my Christmas tree, so this is a little bit of a better picture. For the next one, I have these three snowflakes, and I'm using baby blue, baby pink, and a paint color called Purple Cow, and they're just my Americana paint that I used from Hobby Lobby. I chose these three colors because I thought they would make a really pretty gradient on this snowflake, and I went with a snowflake because it's still winter, it's still very cold. They're actually forecasting quite a bit of snow by the end of this week where I live, so rather than doing something super Christmassy, I wanted to paint these snowflakes. I actually got these this year after Christmas at Joann's, and they were only 25 cents a piece. So after doing a nice gradient, I chose Posca pens that matched the colors, so a purple, a pink, and a blue, and they blended in really nicely with the colors that I had chosen with the acrylic paint. And I wanted to do a pretty design, but something fairly simple, so I just kept with the dots and ovals, and I did a little diamond in the center, and just repeated that on both sides of the snowflake. I thought about adding maybe some silver to it, but after looking at it, I thought sometimes less is more, so that's why I just went with these simple dots. Now, I actually recently made some snowflakes similar to this, but on a smaller size, and I sold quite a few of them at my craft show, so I was really happy with how these turned out. So here are the three together, all finished, and I also again put this one on my Christmas tree so you can see a nice picture of it. I will be doing Christmas crafts all year long. If that's something that you enjoy, please subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.